What's up, PV Poppers? Jordy Pop 83 here today, and guess what? Remote raid invites are live. And I have to admit, it is a lot of fun, but there are a few things that need to be fixed. First things first, when you go into the lobby, it's great that it doesn't take your raid pass, right? That's awesome. But when you go into the lobby, as soon as you start trying to invite people, that lobby clock is still going, right? And then not only that, but the scroll speed is very high. So it's very hard to actually get on the right person. And there is no search bar. So you can't search the exact person that you want. So these things are going to be a problem, right? It was actually kind of a huge issue for me, because by the time I invited all 5 people, a whole minute had already gone by, right? And then now they only have a minute to find that invite and get into the battle. So it can be awfully difficult to be able to get all 3 of those things to happen, to get into the lobby, to invite all 5 people, and then to have them all accept the invites. To have that happen before 30 to 40 seconds is up, is on the clock, it's hard, man. It's hard. Here's a couple things that I've realized that could make it easier. If you know who you're going to invite, nickname them like the letter A or whatever, and then that way when you search for under nickname, they'll all be in a chunk at the top. That'll make it super easy. That's kind of, you saw it here. I used a couple of different techniques where I used the friendship level for my best friends, right? I used the opposite friendship level for the new people, and then the people that were in the middle, I had to go through and basically, see, we have to. I literally have to jump out here because not everybody got in. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of an issue, right? Cool thing is what I just realized, I heard on, or I read on Twitter, is that the weather of the gym is the weather. So if somebody has, say, windy weather right now, their HERES are going to be boosted. It will be boosted for everybody, no matter what your weather is locally. So that's kind of cool, right? So, so as you can see, you're definitely going to need a side communication service. I use Facebook Messenger because it has the pop-up, the overlay, so that you can use it while you're playing the game. Yeah, so the invites are a problem. And then there was one other thing that I was noticing. I can't remember exactly right now, but man, it's nice to be able to do these remote raids again, isn't it? I mean, it really is very, very nice. Or not remote raids, just raids in general, man. I missed out on Reshiram. I missed out on Zekrom pretty much. And so now, first couple days that this is out and I'm actually able to get a couple, that's great. That's great. But yeah, so I think what they could do, what I told you, what you could do in the meantime, right? To nickname your buddies something easy so that it'll show up at the top or the bottom of the friendship list, of the nickname list. But for Niantic, I think they could just make it so that the invite portion happens before the raid, the lobby portion. Or that when you click the invite thing, it pauses the raid timer. Something to that effect, to where you have time to find these people. They could also implement the search bar. That would make it a lot easier as well. Yeah, remote raids are here and they are awesome. Another thing I noticed is that people didn't realize that they were going to have to use remote raid passes. Kind of makes sense, right? But it was something that people, were thinking that if I'm getting invited to something, maybe it's not going to cost anything. It's definitely going to cost a remote raid pass. You're not going to be able to use a normal raid pass. But yeah, it's dope. I can't remember. There was one more thing I wanted to add. I'm going to have to think about it. So just going over the process, right? Basically, as the invitor, you would go into your raid raid selection screen, press view to be able to start the remote raid, right? And then on the left side in the middle, you're going to see a little green button that basically says, that has like a little person and a plus. So you go ahead and push that, and then it brings up a list of people that you can invite. On the invitee side, the invite is actually going to be in your raid menu. It's not going to pop up like a battle invite or anything like that. It'll be in your raid, in the raid side over there. I'll pop up a picture of it right here. And yeah, you guys, that's going to be it for this quick little video. Basically, remote raids are live, and just keep in mind that it is a little difficult to be able to invite everybody in time. So I would highly recommend nicknaming everybody literally just the letter A, and it'll all show up in a group on the top of your nickname list. All right, guys, see you tomorrow for another GBL video.